Hey guys, welcome back to another Mythic Legion review. Today we have the Skeleton Soldier Legion builder up for review today. This figure is the second release from the All-Stars 2.0 line. On the side of the package we get no lore, but we do have a faction logo so we can at least know whose side they're on. On the back of the package we have the original Mythic Legions artwork along with a short paragraph on the lore of Mythic Legions. Let's check them out. Mythic Legions come in collector-friendly packaging. You can remove or store them in the package very easily. This is a Skeleton Legion builder. Legion builders are action figures made for mass army building or customizing. Legion builders have very simple paint jobs, usually with only one or two different colors. Accessory wise, they come with the standard set of accessories, usually painted in one color as well. As a trade-off, Legion builders are much cheaper than premium figures, making it easier to buy multiples of. Legion builders also come with no background lore, so they can be a blank slate for whatever you think up. Let's look at some details. On the skull we can see some of that amazing detail sculpted into the head. We have a lot of small cracks and dents in the bone, as well as dark eye sockets. The paint wash here is noticeably heavy, giving the skull a darker look than the rest of the bones. On the side of the head we can see more cracks, chips, and dents in the sculpting. The wash here really makes those small details more noticeable. On the chest we have a standard knight's body. The dark gray paint here has tiny specks of reflective glitter that gives the armor a bit of shine. On the back we have 3 large peg holes. We will be covering up the 2 top ones with shoulder armor later on. On the shoulder we have small layers of black plates stacked over each other. And underneath here we can see some of that detail in the bone sculpting, along with some sloppy paint. The hands use a knight style gauntlets. We have a large belt at the front with large black plates decorated with patterns. On the side we have even more plates of large black armor stacked over each other. Underneath the skirt we can see the skeletal thighs, with a small amount of details in the sculpt like small dents and holes. We have large knee armor, with thick plates of armor covering the rest of the leg. And to wrap up the figure, we have the armored knight boots, with tons of small plates layered over each other. Let's take a look at the articulation. We have a ball jointed head, shoulders that open and rotate, elbows that bend and rotate, a rotating forearm, gloves that bend up and down and rotate, a ball jointed waist, legs that open, move forward and back, knees that bend back and rotate, feet that rotate, bend up and down, and rotate at the toes. Let's see what we get with this Legion builder. We get a pair of shoulder armor in the same matching paint as the rest of the figure. To install the shoulder armor, you can easily peg them into the matching socket on the back. They have a small bit of rotation for better shoulder movement. It's possible to remove the neck guard on this figure if you prefer that look. We get a large black two-handed axe. You can remove the small spikes on the top and on the back of the axe. You can also replace the small spike with the included extra axe head to convert it into a double-sided axe. We get a standard two-handed longsword with a black hilt and a silver blade. And we get a small dagger in the same colors. We get a pair of wing adapters to attach wings onto the figure if you wanted to. And we get a brown belt made to fit the bigger 1.0 bodies. The Skeletal Legion builder is the perfect figure to bulk up your undead army. This version is the reissue from the All-Stars 2.0 wave, and from what I've seen, they slightly differ from the original release in terms of paint quality. Most of them have a noticeable darker wash on the skull, making them look a bit darker, and the paint on the bone is a bit sloppy. But overall, they're the same figures. Accessory wise, we get the standard assortment from the 1.0 era. The standard longsword, dagger, and two-handed battle axe are a bit boring by now to longtime collectors, but if you missed out on the figure back then, you'll get your money's worth of accessories. At the cost of $22, Legion builders are a great way to get started into the Mythic Legions toy line. They make for amazing customizable figures, and the price lets you army build them without worrying too much about the cost. The Skeletal Legion builder will fit anyone's collection as a standard bad guy fodder, and I recommend them to anyone interested in Mythic Legions. Alright guys, that's it for this review. More reviews are coming up soon, so check out my other videos while you wait.